Atlanta at halftime. But then Tom Brady and Mike Evans started hooking up. This one down to the 1 yard line. From there, Leonard Fournette just backs, never even went down. It's like he's doing a wall sit. Strong legs, strong core. Fournette to the house. They're on the board. Natty Ice looking to extend that lead. Got a first down. Drive continues for Atlanta. Hayden Hurst for the touchdown, so it's back to 24-7. Remember, 17-point lead, but Tom Brady, he's been down 28-3 to Atlanta. That was Super Bowl 51, so 24-7, that's child's play. Here comes Brady, late in the third. Once again, finds Mike Evans. Takes it to the 5 yard line. And then Brady. This time to Chris Godwin. God mode. The Bucs back in this thing. Now down just 10 points, 24-14. Brady back at it. Rob Gronkowski. These two have been doing it for decades. And then it's Leonard Fournette. Lowers the shoulder and gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. Tampa Bay inches back, now within just 3 points. Make that a tie ball game. Once down 17-0, Sean. It's 24 apiece before the Falcons try to get things going again.
The ghosts of Christmas past coming back to haunt the Atlanta Falcons, not just from this year, but Calvin Ridley, believe it or not, is trying to do everything himself. No Julio Jones in this game, but Devin White says, I'm going to put a stop to this drive right here on 3rd and 6. He runs through the A-gap for a sack. Falcons would have to settle for a field goal here by Younghoe Koo. All right, Falcons are up 3. 6.5 minutes to go in the game. Tom Brady, 1st and 10. He goes deep. What did we talk about with Bruce Arians? No risk it, no biscuit. Tom Brady, the Buccaneers making a comeback. How about Antonio Brown making a comeback for his career? And that's right.
All set up by a Zeke Turner block punt. So the Cardinals, Sean, out the gates early against Philly.
Yeah, the Fordham Ram, Chase Edmonds, he was a game-time decision, right? He was a little banged up coming in. Does a nice job out there in the flat. And I tell you, this Arizona Cardinals defense, or offense, excuse me, I tell you, they've got speed everywhere. You know, Chase Edmonds, they've got speedy wide receivers, but out of the backfield, that's such a tough matchup. Kyler Murray getting it done in the red zone, and they are out early and big on the Eagles.
16-0 right now. We'll keep you updated late in the first quarter, less than a minute to go. Jets in Los Angeles, the new SoFi Stadium. It is a beauty. Sam Darnold, Chris Herndon. That's a first down. And the Jets 0-13 for the first time in franchise history. But they've been pretty good on their opening possessions of late. Ty Johnson, a little tiptoe down the sideline. That's a first down for the Jets. This is the worst offense in the NFL going up against the top defense in the NFL. And yet here come the Jets. In the red zone, Darnold, Johnson, Ty, spelled T-Y. Thank you very much. Touchdown for the Jets as they race out to a 7-0 lead. How about this opening drive, Sean? What stood out to you?
Yeah, what a great start. I mean, Sam Darnold just looking comfortable and just taking what the defense is giving him. But, you know, Ty Johnson doing a great job getting in the end zone right there. I wonder who celebrates more, Woody Johnson, Chris Johnson, or just everybody named Johnson when Ty scores?
Well, Woody's got the big bucks, but Ty may be getting them if he keeps scoring touchdowns like that. Here is Darnold going down. You know about this Rams D. Morgan Fox. They've got Aaron Donald. I mean, the Rams' big front four is strong, so they take over. But how about Quinnen Williams doing his thing and swimming through?
Yeah, Quinnen Williams, man, He's been so close all year to getting some big sacks, but this right here, this is something you don't expect from the Rams special teams. They mess up the number count. All right, nobody puts a hand on 49. He comes in there and gets a huge block. That's Hassel. Excuse me, 49 right there coming in from the right side of the screen. And what a huge play for the Jets special teams.
So driving, here comes Sam Darnold. He's pressured outside the pocket. Goes for, oh, he had it. He had Barrios. But he could not make that catch. Great effort from Sam Darnold. Played at SC. They've never played in SoFi Stadium. SC with a tough loss in the Pac-12 championship game. Settled for a field goal, and they get it. Sean, who had Jets 10-0 over the Rams early second quarter?
Yeah, not many people, unless your name is Johnson.
Cam Akers comes up limping here. Had 171 rushing yards in Week 14. Last 3 games, and averaging 3 times more carries, 4 times more yards. So that could be concerning. This as well for Rams fans. Nathan Shepard the sack. So what's Jared Goff going to do? Picked off. And back he goes to the 21. Ball's got the pick for the Jets, so they're already up 10-0. Now they are back inside the red zone. They've got a 2nd and goal as the New York Jets. Wow. 8:18 to go in the first half. They're threatening to take a 17-0 lead here.
Yeah, Bryce Hall with a nice interception right there. I tell you, 0-13, I can't imagine how long of a season it's been for each and every one of them, but nothing would be better than getting a victory across the country and then being able to have that flight as a team back home to celebrate. That would be sweet victory, no doubt. And, of course, for all the guys going back there to play in California where they played their college ball, like you mentioned, with Sam Darnold at USC, what a big win that would be for Adam Gase. Obviously, with all the changes they made defensively, firing Greg Williams, the team is playing hard, and it's amazing how you get early points on offense, you get a special teams big play, and now the defense is coming alive.
All right, back to the Chiefs and the Saints, and this duo has been doing it all year long. Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, touchdown Kansas City Chiefs. They are on the board first. Drew Brees back for the Saints. He's going to have some work to do. Remember, Mahomes had 3 interceptions Week 14, just 2 in his previous 13 weeks combined. A touchdown pass now in 24 straight games for Patrick Mahomes, as the former MVP puts the Chiefs up 7-0 right now against the Saints in New Orleans. You see Mahomes, 1 rush for 13 yards, 6 of 12, and that touchdown. Drew Brees has yet to complete a pass, has an interception as well. So, matchup of top quarterbacks, and right now, advantage Mahomes. Meantime, Dolphins and Patriots. Savon Ahmed with the touchdown for the Miami Dolphins, as the Patriots trying to avoid being eliminated from playoff contention in Week 15. I mean, you never see this from the New England Patriots, but no more Brady. They've got Cam Newton at quarterback, and how about the Miami Dolphins? They've played extremely well in Miami against the Patriots late in the season. Here's Tua Tagovailoa. Adds another touchdown. 9 touchdowns, 1 pick coming into this game, the highest ratio by a rookie in NFL history. Rookie quarterbacks, though, just 5-20 against Bill Belichick when Belichick is with New England. And remember what the Patriots defense did to Justin Herbert earlier this year and the Chargers. Tua Tagovailoa says, I got you, Bill, at least for now, as he goes into the end zone. 13-9. Tagovailoa, a little trickeration on the 2-point conversion, and they get it to take a 15-9 lead. What do you make of the quarterback, the rookie Tua Tagovailoa, Sean?
Well, I think the first thing that comes to mind is seeing him run for that touchdown right there. The hip looks good, the ankles look healthy. But what I didn't like was that he didn't see the blitzer coming off the edge and didn't have an answer for it. So it's great that the young legs got him out of trouble, but at some point, the brain's got to start figuring things out and seeing what the defense is doing. Give any young quarterback a good run game like they're having right there, that certainly helps out. But, yeah, you mentioned it. Miami has been like the Bermuda Triangle for the New England Patriots. They have just struggled. Their game seems to disappear down there. Nobody knows where it went, what happened. Even the defense. Look, here's another quarterback sneak right here by Tua. And, the Patriots, they don't want to go to the playoffs. Look at the body language. Look at the posture. They're not even ready for the snap on that quarterback sneak.
That second rushing touchdown for Tua Tagovailoa. That offensive line, you like to be a part of that, Sean. Yeah, I mean, you remember what it's like to just be on that goal line and then bust it in.
Well, it's never fun. Quarterback sneak is the worst play in football for a center. Everybody ends up on top of you. So you've got 2,000 pounds of sweaty beef on top of you. And, yeah, it's never pretty, and it doesn't smell good either.
Sweaty beef. That's the line of the day thus far. Belichick's Pats now 1-7 in December games at the Miami Dolphins. Not good. Tua Tagovailoa, this is good. First rookie quarterback to beat Belichick's Patriots since guess who? Geno Smith in 2013. It's been a minute. So impressive stuff from Tua Tagovailoa as the Dolphins 9-5. They are still in the playoffs, and the Patriots, Sean O'Hara, eliminated from the playoffs.
Boy, 2020 just all upside down, isn't it?
It really is. Eagles, Cardinals. And how about Watkins putting the Eagles on the board? Cardinals raced out to a 16-0 lead here, but Quez answers the pop quiz and punches it in. So Eagles on the board, 4-8-1 on the season, as Jalen Hurts in his first career start at 100-plus rushing yards. But here, it's Watkins that's able to take it to the house as the Eagles look to keep their playoff hopes alive. Early second quarter right now. Hurts 107 through the air. They got Miles Sanders on the ground as well. And Watkins with that touchdown reception. We've seen a lot of good things from Kyler Murray as well, though. Cardinals with a 16-7 lead. They are clinging on to the 7 seed in the NFC right now. Coming off of the win against the New York Giants last week, following up 2 losses. So looking to keep the momentum going, the Cardinals. Earlier today, Lions and Titans. And Derrick Henry, he is the king, my friend. Coming off his 4th career game with 200-plus rushing yards and 2 or more rushing touchdowns. That's the most anyone has ever done. And Ryan Tannehill, when you got Henry, the play action works. A little finger roll for Tannehill, Sean.
Yeah, Ryan Tannehill, I tell you, he doesn't get enough credit for how good he has been since he got to Tennessee. He's making sweet music in Nashville. And I tell you what, he's more athletic than people give him credit for, too. There's my boy, Big Ben Jones, the center. Let's give the big boys some love. But how about the defense? Man, showing up. They've been hot and cold this year, but getting some pressure right there on Matt Stafford, who's coming in a little banged up on his own. There's a little wildcat action. All right, you got to sprinkle in a little pixie dust if you want to try to find a way to get a victory. And the Titans with a big stop in the 4th quarter there.
Yeah, Lions eliminated with the loss in this one. Tannehill, he's got A.J. Brown. And Ryan Tannehill to A.J. Brown. That's his 10th touchdown catch. First to do that for the franchise since 2004, A.J. Brown. That was Drew Bennett back in the day, 16 years ago. When Ryan Tannehill targets A.J. Brown and Corey Davis, I mean, he's got 120-plus passer rating. Here come the Lions. DeAndre Swift into the end zone. But back come the Titans. Tannehill. Darrington Evans. They've got a lot of targets there. Ryan Tannehill, 3 touchdowns throwing, 2 touchdowns on the ground. Impressive stuff. And then what's it like to block for a guy like Derrick Henry?
Well, I had the pleasure of doing it. Brandon Jacobs was about his size. And I tell you what, it was always funny every single week, Steve, to see the defenders talk trash pregame, first quarter, everybody wants to come up and tackle him. By the third quarter, people are diving out of the way. Nobody wanted to bring him down. Nobody wanted to hit him. And by the fourth quarter, they were so worn out that he would literally just run right through the defense, and guys were bouncing off him like it was Tecmo Bowl. So Derrick Henry, I mean, look, we see 24 carries, 147 yards, and we're like, oh, that's an average day. What? No, I mean, that's still a really, really good day, but we're so spoiled by his 200-yard games.
Leads the NFL in carries, rushing yards, rushing touchdowns. I mean, dude is a beast. All right, Texans and Colts. There's Deshaun Watson. Picks up the first down. Deshaun Watson, a career low in winning percentage. You know, team game, but career highs in most other things. Completion percentage, passing yards, touchdown to interception ratio, his passer rating. It's been a great year for Deshaun Watson. He's just not getting any help, Sean.
Yeah, no, I mean, the wins have been really hard to come by, and they just like the Atlanta Falcons, have invented new ways to lose football games. There's Kiki Kuti with a touchdown, and, you know, look, you think about offensively, they get Brandon Cooks in, and he's been banged up. They trade away DeAndre Hopkins, and Deshaun never set a peep, but, you know, the defense, you're giving up plays like that to T.Y. Hilton right down the middle of your field. You've got no answer. You know, there's no excuse for that. You got to put that on Romeo Crennel and the defense.
There's Zach Pascal from Phillip Rivers. One of 3 quarterbacks with 6 or more wins and 100-plus passer rating since week 6. Less than 30 seconds to go. Kiki Cutie fumbles at the 1. Who's on it? It's the Colts. Oh, what a costly error, but it's Darius Leonard. You saw that fist come in to punch it out. Great play from Leonard. And the Colts are all over it in the end zone, so a big win for Indianapolis. Improved to 10-4 right now, a 7-point win against the Texans. Filthy Phillip Rivers, 2 more touchdowns through the air. Jonathan Taylor's been balling, Sean. A touchdown for him and 83 yards.
He looked like a wrecking ball today against that Texans defense. He was dragging defenders into the end zone, bouncing off guys, running through arm tackles. He looked really physical, and behind that Colts offensive line, he is really dangerous. But how about the Texans? All right, they fumble on their way into the end zone again. We saw Deshaun Watson do the exact same thing just a couple of weeks ago. Again, sometimes the longest yard will get you, and for the Texans, they're living on Heartbreak Ridge right now.
So that's 2 wins for the Colts over the Texans in the past 3 weeks. Meantime, we got the Bears, who started the season 5-1. The Vikings, who started the season 1-5. They are both entering at 6-7, but it's the Vikings that have that man, Dalvin Cook. 47%, nearly half of the Vikings' touches this season. They also have Justin Jefferson. This wide receiver has broken out this season, leads all rookies in receiving yards, more than 1,000, adds to that, and then it's the Cook, who finds himself the entree. A touchdown for Dalvin Cook. Has increased his output in every game against the Bears. On the other side, David Montgomery, pretty solid game as well. 20-17 Bears right now. Under 7 to go in the third quarter. More from Montgomery. That's a first down. Since week 12, David Montgomery has been on fire. They give it back to the horse, and David Montgomery punches it in. So the Chicago Bears taking a 10-point lead on Minnesota. Take another look at this. What play do you call here?
Well, take a look at the left guard, Cody Whitehair, on that play. I mean, he just totally body bagged the backside nose tackle on that play. Good job up front. And yeah, David Montgomery, I mean, signed, sealed, and delivered, just running right through the Vikings defense. Kirk Cousins, though, you know, he's not done. He's got a little mojo left in him, and he's trying to make some magic happen. He finds his tight end
Tyler
out in
Conklin there,
flat,
Kirk Cousins.
moving the chains.
And now you got in the red zone. Dalvin Cook from Cousins. That sets up 1st and goal for the Vikings. They would settle for a Dan Bailey field goal. Kirk Cousins clutch in the fourth quarter, leads the NFL in passing touchdowns and passer rating in the final quarter. So 3rd and 5, that is a first down. Justin Jefferson down 10. 8:14 to go. Cousins to Conklin. Mention how good he is in that final quarter. Captain Kirk, is he going to lead another comeback?
How about Conklin right here? Look at it. I mean, just watch him just dragging these defenders. I mean, he gets vertical right away. Nice acceleration right there. And he takes 3 Bears defenders into the end zone.
But Trubisky finds Allen. Oh, look at the footwork. Allen Robinson stays in bounds. So tick, tick, tick. Clock keeps going. Now 3:03 to go. 3rd and goal. Cameron Dantzler with the interception in the end zone. That's massive for the Vikings as they look to come back down 3. Trubisky, costly error, Sean.
Yeah, you just can't do that right there. I mean, obviously, he was throwing the ball to Allen Robinson right there, and the other defender just kind of falls off in it. But you've got to be extra careful down in the red zone. They were guaranteed at least a field goal down there, which would have made things different for the Vikings.
That was 4th and 1 right there. They did not hand the ball to Dalvin Cook. Kirk Cousins incomplete, and so the Bears take over, and they would add 3 more. Cairo Santos, he had 4 field goals today for the Chicago Bears, so a 6-point lead. Less than a minute to go now, 10 seconds on the clock. Justin Jefferson right along the sideline, little toe drag swag. One more opportunity for Kirk Cousins and the Vikings. Take a look, 1 foot in. Wow. They review it. That looked
barely
like
skimmed.
Yeah. They gave it to him. I don't know if Nate Burleson would. And here's Cousins. Hail Mary time. Tipped up. Oh, and it's picked off. They had a shot. They could not get it. And the Chicago Bears hang on. Ooh, what a massive win to pull back to 500, 7-7. 3rd place, now 2nd in the NFC North as they pass the Vikings. Trubisky, 202 yards, a touchdown, a pick. Big game for David Montgomery. But this was a must-win for the Chicago Bears, Sean. And what was the biggest reason why they got it done, offense or defense today?
Well, David Montgomery, I mean, for him to outrush Dalvin Cook, I don't think anybody would have predicted that. And then defensively, the fact that they held Adam Thielen to just 2 catches for 11 yards, that's pretty impressive. Justin Jefferson has been remarkable all year long, but to shut down Thielen like that, that's impressive. It's good to see Darnell Mooney, the rookie wide receiver, get in the end zone. They've missed him. Both Nick Foles and Trubisky have missed him on a